Parvati now, and first of all, congratulations on setting the record for the longest stay on Survivor. What is that like? Half a year almost of your life has been spent on an island with crazy people.
I mean, that makes me a crazy person. You just said it right
So
there.
you're equivalent to all the other crazies.
I am. I just dress a little bit better.
Okay, so how, going into tonight's finale, it looked like you had this completely solved. It like you were going to take this game entirely, but somehow Sandra overtook that. What made you lose this time?
I think it came down to a couple of specific things. Amanda and Candace had played the game with me before. I think they didn't want to see me win again. I think a lot of people didn't want to even see me in that final tribal. They were trying to get me out from the beginning. So there was a lot of bitterness and resentment towards me even being there. And then also put on top of that, I played with Russell. He was my closest ally. Everyone hated Russell. So I think a lot of that animosity kind of bounced off of him and got on me as well. So it just compounded on top of that. Sandra had a lot of people campaigning for her at Ponderosa to win, and I just had to fight for my votes. Like, no one really just handed me a vote, It was like people had to really respect like how hard I worked to get there to vote for me.
So discuss your relationship with Amanda this season, because it was a little different than we saw last time. At least it appeared that way on television.
Amanda and I, the thing is, the reason why we did so well in Micronesia is because we both can read each other's minds kind of when we're out there.
Okay.
So that's why I went up to her and talked to her and tried to maybe see what could happen with us. But the problem was that we didn't trust each other, and I know how she plays. She plays a loyal game from day one. She sticks true to her alliance that she makes from day one, and she knows how I play. I stick true to my alliance. I play a loyal game, and that's what I did with Russell, and that's what I did with Danielle. We know that about each other, so going up to each other and being like, who should flip? Can we flip? Like, do I trust you? Are you going to betray your alliance and be with me? It was like, probably not, so that's what happened, and then we ended up kind of going after each other.
Now, it seemed like when you first arrived on the beach, you wanted to be a hero. You were surprised that you were a villain. Was that legit?
Weren't you?
Well, not really. Were you really surprised that you were labeled a villain?
Of course. I'm lovable.
Were you disappointed?
No, I'm so thankful that I played with the villains, because as soon as we merged, the Heroes Camp was honestly the most depressing place I've ever been in my life, and I never want to go back there. Okay. And I was so happy to see them all go because they were just miserable. So I was glad at least the villains had some drama. If it was, as long as it wasn't depression and wah, wah. It was craziness and insanity, and that's more my style. So I was happy to play with the villains.
Okay, so describe Russell. What is it like living at a camp with Russell?
It's like living with an entire colony of Tasmanian devils in a stampede of buffaloes fighting each other.
Why do fans like
for one
Russell?
Piece of cheese?
So Russell can't get a single jury vote, but he wins America's vote. How is that possible?
Well, I think Russell kind of hogged every minute of the airtime of the show, and that's probably why, because America saw Russell's face every second that they were watching Survivor, and all Russell says is, "I'm Russell Hance. I'm Russell Hance." So it kind of gets stuck in your mind like a broken record over and over and over. And so I think he has brainwashed America, and America was blindly typing in Russell's name in their phone.
So this was your third outing on Survivor. Would you do it again?
I'm done with Survivor.
Totally done. You don't want to go for the full 1 year mark?
No. Because honestly, I am retiring my crown, I am abdicating my throne, and I am passing on my torch to whoever else thinks that they can pass my record. And I say more power to them, and I hope that someone can challenge me with that. But I'm done.
Okay. And the last question. What is the thing that you have most been surprised about your entire Survivor experience? Because what is the first thing that's going to stick in your mind the most? Because you played a lot of Survivor. What are you going to think of first? When you talk about Survivor in 20 years to your kids.
Oh, I'll remember the good times because I have a way of blocking out bad memories. But I think I think the lessons that I learned from Survivor probably won't show up in my life until later on. And it tests your strength, it tests your resilience, your mental focus, your ability to control your mind when everything around you is going crazy. It's a game. It's a very intense game that teaches you a lot about yourself in a short amount of time. But I think the lessons will take a while to process.
All right, Parvati, congratulations. Very good to see you.
Thank you. See you later.